This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Gearoid.
And I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And you're listening to Agony Rants. Welcome, Niamh.
I know.
And welcome the listener to a new week, a new show, a new level of calm has come over the studio today. We've had a cup of coffee.
We've resolved
We've
our
had
issues.
a lovely chat.
Small amount of therapy, which we are not qualified for.
And we're ready to start your week off right, aren't we, Niamh?
Yeah, and I have a new bruise.
You have a new bruise? Niamh, what happened?
You hit me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
It's private. It's not for public. No, private, Niamh. Private. What happens behind closed doors, Niamh?
It's elder abuse, you know.
It is. It is. I'm very young. And speaking of abuse, I've learned something this week.
Oh, really? Just this week? Okay,
I've
go on then.
something embarrassing happened, right?
Just the one thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know the way I was in a film?
Yes.
So, sometimes, you know the way people collect signed photos of people in films? I don't think it's a...
You mean they collect autographs?
Yes.
Yes, I get a lot of that.
Yeah, of course.
Less so now, but in the
Of course.
early stages, a
No, but
lot.
still now. I mean, I've seen you sign a wall.
Yeah, I have. Actually, I've signed many things. The variety of things that I have
Yeah.
signed is quite
It's
broad.
it's unnerving.
A little bit.
Sometimes you're the only name on the wall, and I'm like, Niamh, I'm not sure you should be doing that.
And it's a toilet.
I was actually in Dundrum recently in a theatre in Dundrum, and they asked me to sign the wall, and who was there before me? Niamh Kavanagh McGahey.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
I'm nearly sure I didn't put McGahey on it.
I've had a couple of requests
Okay.
for like signed photographs.
Okay.
So what I've always done in that situation
Is
I just like, because the flyers that you give out for shows at Edinburgh, you know,
Yeah.
I was like, I just sign one of them and send it.
okay.
That's always sufficed
Okay.
up till now, Niamh.
That's not what they want.
I didn't realise that. So I got a request for...
I have a box of photos that I send out for signing.
Do you?
Of course I do. I mean, it's not recent.
So it's always been fine. I always like say, give me your address and I'll send it to you. I don't ask for the postage or anything. Do you know, I was just like, yeah, grant. Yeah, no
me
problem.
too.
I'll send it to you.
No payment involved.
But somebody requested signed photograph, and I sent them a flyer, a Glamour Hammer flyer. I just signed 2 or 3 of them and just sent them. And they messaged me
To say, what the fuck?
and said, yeah, basically, to say that's not a signed photo. You've signed a leaflet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Okay.
And now, I would have thought if somebody done that to you, right? I would have been like, Niamh, tell them to get stuffed. I was mortified.
Why were you embarrassed by that?
I just felt like when they said I'd signed a leaflet and said, I was like,
No, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed for them.
that's true.
I am embarrassed for them. You went to the bother of signing stuff and sending it to them. And nowadays, people pay for videos, pay for everything, right?
Yeah.
I've never been paid for an autograph, right? And nor do I agree with it necessarily.
I've been paid for your autograph.
I meant to say
When you
that
get me to sign that, I was like, absolutely, I will. €10 an item.
And what about
Whop
that
it on the
contract
table.
last week? No, but seriously, like the thing about it is I'm embarrassed for them. How dare they? The cost of postage
I
alone.
was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Well, what did you do? Straight out and booked a...
I ordered photographs.
See, I have photographs and
Yeah.
I send them.
I
send them.
ordered 50 quid's worth of photographs because it was the minimum you could order.
I know.
And then they arrived, and then I signed 2 of them and I sent them, and now I've got all these photographs that I don't need. And I live in an apartment. You can't just throw them in the recycling bin.
No, because that's...
It's very embarrassing.
Do you want me to take them? No, but listen, surely you'll have more requests. The requests for them have gone
Yeah,
down.
but I won't still. By the time I use them up, I won't still look like the photograph.
Listen, I don't look my photograph. It's a good 10, 15 years old, my photograph.
Niamh, you do look the same. You don't age.
Oh, well,
Anyway,
parts of me less so.
Very embarrassing. Basically, what I'm saying, if anyone would like,
A signed
if anyone would like
photo.
1,500 signed photographs, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
No, I understand that, but actually you didn't need to be. Because you are under no obligation sending a feckin' signed anything. And 9 times out of 10, was there a name on it? Did they ask you to sign a name on it or just your name?
I wasn't sure what they wanted and I was too embarrassed to ask. I think I sent 3 and I sent 2 that were just my name and then 1 that was 2, whatever the person's name was.
They don't
on
want
Instagram.
that. The people who ask you for multiple autographs, they're selling them.
Well, now, do you know what? If somebody if somebody can get money for my autograph, more power to them.
I used to rock up places.
They're a better man than me.
Honestly, I used to rock up places, especially on the continent. You'd rock in, and then this fan would come in with 6, and you'd say, "Can you sign these for me?" And I'd go, "Okay," and I never thought about it. And then I'd say, "And who will I do it to?" "No, just sign them." And the next thing you know, they're selling them to Eurovision fans or whatever.
Oh, right.
Now, that's not necessarily that it's worth anything. It's a gamble they take that you're going to be, it's like playing the stock market. No, but look, it's not the point. The point is they should be embarrassed. You went to the bother of signing something and sending it to them. So just leave that at their door.
Very
and now
embarrassed.
You're ready for the next person who wants to sign photo.
The next 1,500 people that want signed photos.
Let me tell you, Marlon Brando wasn't sending current photographs when he was older. He was sending photographs when he was lithe and lovely.
Exactly.
So don't be worrying about when that photograph was. No, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
They're not paying for the feckin' photo shoot.
You're right. I'm back.
You want to know about embarrassing? I recently did a presentation for my friend. She's a primary school teacher in the north and she teaches P3, which is like first class. Okay, so that's the age. And they have a category every year where they say people who help us. Right? So this is the name of the segment in the class. And so they've had nurses. My friend is a nurse and she brings in the CPR dummies because she thinks she has to upstage me in everything she does, right? And she's listening to this now and she's going to hit me when I say that.
So she just
She brings in the CPR dummies and shows these first class and then avidly keeps telling them, do not do this on your brothers and sisters if they're not dying. Right? Anyway, so anyway, they have the lovely time with that. But and then firemen come in, policemen, all these parents and these people come in, people who help us. And so then in the middle of this, my friend thinks it's a great idea to bring in a Eurovision winner or a singer. Right. And this first class, if you want a leveler, go into a room full of first class people who say to you, hand up, and I said, "Yes, have you got a question?" "Yes, I have a question." He says, "What use are you to me?"
Oh, at last.
What do you do to my...
asking the question.
You are
There's
on thin
a
ice.
man after my own heart.
And I stood there and I thought, okay. And I had an answer for him. But
what was your answer?
My answer was first, of course, I led with, "That's an excellent question, Evan." And I've got your name now. I marked your card, mate.
Yeah.
I said, "There's hardly a day you don't go through without music in your life, in ads and things." I said, "As a singer, I bring that to you." Right? I had to quantify my existence based on ads. I was absolutely trolling up to find some use I had to this child. I said, if outside of it, best I'd have your manners sorted in a week. That's use I have to.
Do you know what I will say, Niamh? I think it was better when you could hit them. I do. I just think...
Generally, you could hit them if they were yours.
I think the world was a better place when a kid was rude and you could just hit it a slap.
I'm not 100% you could just randomly hit anybody anytime.
Niamh, I don't know about that. I just think...
You were that child, weren't you? You were Evan. Were you Evan?
I would have been Evan. But I think the idea of putting 16-year-olds who've been shoplifting on the naughty step for an hour, it's like... No. It's not working.
No.
It's not working.
It'll be corporate. So, I mean, what would you answer to that? If you had to go in and make a presentation, what use are you to me?
I would have said, you make an excellent point. I'm paid to be here. Let's all sit in silence.
I didn't even want to be here.
It's your own time. It's your own time you're wasting.
I felt like I gave a good answer.
But
I did have to think about my life choices afterwards.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Mm-hmm. For Dancing with the Stars, I went into a school. They were very cute. They're brilliant. They were very cute. Now I have to say, it was very sweet and very nice. And the poor kid that was introducing me, it didn't know my name. She went, "Everybody is," and then she said, "What's your name again?" I was like, this is thoroughly humiliating. I don't know how teachers do it.
Oh, no, I don't know how they do it. I love the rogues, to be honest with you. They're mad.
But I do think I would be done for murder.
No, yeah, but I mean, I love the rogues for the half an hour I'm in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I had that all day, every day, there would be death.
I also, you know when you see a kid and you're just, I write kids off.
Oh, yeah, sometimes you just don't like them.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't like that kid.
Which is not a popular opinion, but sometimes you look and you go, yeah, no.
Nah. But also I would be like, nah, he's thick. And that, like, if you're a teacher, you can't just say that. I'd be like, nah, he's a thick kid though. Like, we need thick kids.
We do.
Because, like, the smart kids and then it's the thick ones. And it's fine. That's fine. We need,
You're
like,
on a very, very funny... Just
we do
don't go
need
down
thick
that
kids.
road. Don't go down that road.
We do. The world needs thick kids. Not everyone's a rocket scientist.
No, the rest of us are
I
doing...
live with a rocket scientist.
I was going to
It's quite
say,
tedious.
the rocket scientist can do his thing over there. The rest of us are doing the actual work.
Exactly.
You know, like me.
But like,
Like me.
also thick kids are
Bringing
crack.
joy to your day. What?
Thick kids are good crack.
Okay.
You know, like when you're talking to a kid that's just obviously thick. And you're like, oh, you're gas.
Do you know, every time you say thick, I think I'm definitely in Dublin.
No.
It's a real Dublin thing to say, you're thick. Yeah, I'm thick.
No, but you know what I mean? Like
Stop talking! Stop talking!
but I think if I was a teacher, I would have been like, he doesn't need to read. This is just going to be a struggle.
We will be better. We will
like-
better teaching him how to do real work.
He'll leave this school and he'll never read again.
Probably not.
You know, like I would
Does
just...
he really care what Shakespeare thinks about this
Exactly.
situation?
I would prejudge those children and I would just be like, no, listen.
And that is why you're not
You
a
go,
teacher.
you go out and kick a ball around. No. We're going to have a discussion. Here's a colouring book, but listen.
You're so funny. Oh my God. Listen, while we're here, do we have a Gearoid Karen moment?
Do we have a Gearoid Karen moment? Yeah, we do. I mean, we always do. I've written some stand-up about the hotel that wouldn't let boots in.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I remember that story.
And do you know what? It's the most satisfying bit of stand-up I've ever written in my life. I love it. I absolutely love doing it.
Yeah.
And I really feel like I will be sued.
Okay.
And I feel fair.
Change the names.
Absolutely fair.
Change the names.
No, the best bit is saying the name.
Oh,
Yeah.
name.
The best bit is saying the name and just going like, it's this hotel. It's a kip. Don't stay in it, ever.
You can't be sued for that. That is an actual opinion. That's allowed.
Yeah, I know, but you've got to be careful.
Yeah.
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 I've got to pay for cat chemo. It's not cheap.
No. You can't call your tour that. I have to pay cat chemo. That's not a thing. Please.
Actually, that's a great name for a tour.
No, it's not.
Do you know how expensive cat chemo is? I did think, like, because I'm not going to tour now till the end of 2026, and I was like, no, Gearoid, you're going to need to get funny as fuck pretty fast. This is very much an unplanned expense. Niamh, we're not here to talk about our pathetic lives.
Gearoid.
Niamh.
What are you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you that my Gearoid Race tour is coming to an end. This is probably, I would imagine, the final.
You say that every week.
Final plug
time.
for my tour.
Every time.
This month I will be in the Civic in Tala and I will be in the Lark in Balbriggan.
I'm excited. I'm in the Lark in Balbriggan in August as well.
Yeah, this is July.
Yes. No.
Oh yeah. So you're in. What are you doing?
I'm doing a night with the commitments kind of thing. It's they're going to show the commitments and then I'm going to. There's a question and answer. And
are you going to sing songs?
There's a band afterwards. I might sing one or two, just one or two. So not all, because there's not enough money. No. It's lovely. It's lovely to visit that part of my life. People kind of do forget a little bit that I did that.
What date is that?
28th or 29th of August. It's the Friday.
I'm going to go to that.
I'll be crack.
I'm going to go to that.
Do you want a free ticket?
That'd be great crack. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Niamh. Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll sort that.
I'm going to go to that.
You and I can sit there and laugh.
If you would like to go to any of my shows, GearoidFriday.com. It's 2 more. That's it. And then I'm at the Edinburgh Fringe for the first 2 weeks in August. And then that's my last solo show for
I know, because he's been doing a lot of writing.
quite a while.
Haven't you?
Possibly a year.
Yeah, haven't you? Doing a lot of writing.
I'm doing a lot of writing. Oh, yeah. You can follow me on Substack.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love
Substack.
it.
Yeah, I post an article a week. Haven't posted in 2 weeks. My cat's been sick. Don't judge me. Gearoidfairly.com is where all of that information is. We are pausing for a moment to remind you that Agony Rants is part of the Head Stuff podcast network. We are indeed. If you would like to support the show, you can do so for as little as €5 per month, plus VAT. Not important. €5 per month. And in return for that, you will get bonus content from all of the shows on the Head Stuff Podcast Network, including the show that we are cross-promoting this week. We're not sure what it is, but we know it's fabulous.
No doubt about it.
And you will also get Vintage Rants, which is our behind the paywall show.
Only specially done for the people we care about, as in you, the subscriber.
There's no evidence of that care in the product, but we can assure you it's there. It's very well intentioned. The show that we are cross-promoting this week is We Don't Know. We don't know what it is.
They don't tell us. It's almost like, in the early stages of our relationship, they told us everything. They made sure. Like, and every now and then they might slap us on the wrist if we weren't.
I do think we're brand toxic. I do think they're worried about telling us. Like, I think they're worried about us promoting something and then turning people off it. Anyway, it's this one. Niamh.
Gearoid.
We have a problem.
I love that you say that every week as if this is new.
I know, it's kind of like a
you're informing me.
It's a catchphrase.
It's like I'm in a home and you're kind of reminding me, Niamh, this is the time when we do the dance and, the chair yoga. So now we have problems. This is where we solve our problems.
It's problems for Niamh. Do you want to read this?
I will read this one.
Okay.
Dear Niamh and Gearoid, I'm a new listener to the podcast.
Welcome.
Welcome. I was recommended it by someone I work with, and she said I would laugh out loud and also get great life tips. And she is absolutely right on both counts. She sounds very wise. It's only in the past couple of months I wondered about telling you my story, and at Easter, it all took a strange twist. So here I am. Is it a while since you've looked through your DMs?
Yeah,
Gearoid?
Actually, this wasn't this. Was this this either came in from my website or it came in from I think this might have come from my website.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay. So that's why Easter, because that's a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 years.
I'm very busy.
Okay. Send them to agonyrants@gmail.
Yes.
Right, please.
agonyrants@gmail.com.
Okay. 3 years ago, my husband left me when I was 8 months pregnant. I'm sorry to hear that.
Bastard.
One evening, completely out of the blue, he told me he had fallen in love with someone else, someone he'd met through work, and that he was leaving.
Probably some Trump.
Oh my God. He packed a bag, walked out just like that.
Oh God.
I gave birth without him. I brought our son home without him. I did the night feeds, the doctor's appointments, the first steps, and the birthday parties, all without him.
Oh my God.
During that time, my parents, my brother, and my sister stepped in ways I can never repay. They were at my side when I was in hospital. They helped with the night feeds, made sure I ate, cleaned my house, made me laugh when I hadn't smiled in weeks. They gave me back a little bit of myself piece by piece. And now, 3 years later, my ex-husband asked me to meet on the Monday after Easter, and he said he wants to come back. Now,
Did he? Indeed.
Contain it. We're both going to be, wow. Well. Okay. He's been going to therapy, which he told me has changed the way he sees himself and what happened. He said he is very ashamed and that he panicked and that he didn't know how to deal with the fear of becoming a father and that he did the worst thing he could have done. He ran. He says he regrets it every day. He has always stayed in our son's life.
Except when it counted.
He pays maintenance.
Oh, that's big
Sees
of him.
him regularly, and our son adores him. I've never stopped access, even when it killed me to watch him leave again and again.
Oh, God.
I've kept things civil for the sake of our child.
That's your first mistake.
No, I just... Stop now. Stop now. I think we know where Gearoid is going with this one now, right? Okay. Now, he wants more than just visits and polite co-parenting. He says he wants to come home to rebuild our family with me. He says he's done the work and that he still loves me. And here's the part I'm ashamed of. Part of me still loves him too. Or maybe I just miss the life we were supposed to have. I don't know. I've built something strong without him, but it's always been lonely. And the thought of being a family, a real family, is something I've never stopped wanting. But I also feel like letting him back would be betrayal of everyone who stood by me when he didn't. My parents, my siblings, they carried me through the darkest time of my life. They were there when he wasn't, and now if I took him back, I don't know how I'd look them in the eye. Worse still, I don't know if I can trust him. What if things get hard again and he runs? What if this new him doesn't last? My heart and head are completely at war. Is it ever really possible to forgive someone who left you when you needed them most? Yours sincerely, please call me Aisling.
Oh, that is heartbreaking.
It's Aisling. I just want to say this, first of all. Just because he wants it doesn't mean that you have to want it.
Exactly.
That's the very first thing I want to say.
I don't know if you're a camogie girl, but you get yourself a hurl and you beat the living shit out of him.
No.
And once you've done that, you're on a level playing field.
No. Listen, I totally get what you're saying there. Let him be a good father and be civil, but do not let this man back in your life until.
No.
Do not, because what you're craving is not him. It's the memory of somebody who didn't really exist.
Need that excellent advice.
And also the memory of who you were then. But actually, you're so much better now.
Yeah.
Even though it's hurt, you've come through the fire, as they say. No, but I really mean that. I get that you want these things. The best thing you can do now, no matter whatever happens, say thank you. I hope you do well with your therapy. I love that you want to be a part of my son's life because, let's be honest, he's still the father.
Yeah.
As in, let him be as much of a father as you want him to be, not necessarily what he wants to be.
I would say, right, I think that because he's done this, right, now I would question the motives here.
Oh, no.
Is it like, oh, he suddenly realised how much he's going to have to give up in a divorce? You're going to get the house because you have the kid. You need to sort out exactly what all of these motives are here, because he's done something really mean, which is basically he was horrible to you. He gave you time to recover. And then just when you've got your life together, he's blindsided you again with all of this.
No.
And
I totally get that.
I think what he's done now is he hasn't reopened a wound, but he's like giving you an itch now.
No,
because you're like, I don't know what I want here. He's given me an opportunity. And basically what he's done is he's blown something up and then also given you you can repair this if you want. And I think that's the double whammy.
And what he's done there is he's made you responsible for it. And actually, that's not true.
What a prick. So what I would do is, I would say that you need to resolve this thing that he's done. So I would say, no, listen, I wouldn't say, no, you're not going to get back with him. What I would say is, let's go to couples counselling, because the majority of people that go to couples counselling, they don't go to get back together. They go to find a reasonable way to come apart.
Yeah.
So I would say go with him and get it all out. To be honest with you, I think you're going to go to couples counselling, and I think that he'll go in there all ready to play whatever this part is.
Yeah.
But it'll become pretty clear in a session or two what his motives are. Like if he says no to that, go, oh, then good luck.
Yeah.
Jog on.
No, and listen, here's the problem with engaging with that, right?
Go on.
Is you've done all the hard work.
Yeah.
You have. You've done all the hard work to get you where you are, and your family have supported you. And I think they're a concern in the sense that I totally understand why you're concerned and you feel like it will be betrayal, because I'm sure they've said the words, that bastard.
Yeah.
Outside, inside voice, absolutely. You can never, I don't care whereabout people go. I understand people can get into a dark place and it can be difficult. And, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that they get a full bye-ball because, oh, I'm fine now. Right? That's a big thing. Your family will support you regardless of what you do. So you can't make a decision on that, right? And nor should you let them, right? But the point is you have done the work to get to where you are now. I would suggest if you haven't gone to therapy, maybe go and speak to someone now yourself, because actually that may give you better tools to deal with what's happening here.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
It's not about him, and it should not be about him.
Do you know what's interesting though? What I'd love to know? I'd love to know what happened with your woman that he left you for.
Oh, no. I don't want to know about it.
No, but because if it's a case that he left her, I would take that over.
She might have been expecting.
She got rid of him. Yeah.
Maybe she was expecting.
Yeah.
Fear of fatherhood, it's a real thing. I'm not belittling this situation. The truth is you are where you are now, and there's a vulnerable moment because you're probably blossoming. This is probably what's happening now. You're coming out the other side, you're blossoming. You're a bit lonely, and it feels like it's going to be an easy thing to go back where you were. But actually it's not. It's harder.
Yeah, because you're a different person.
You are different. You are never going to be the same person you were, and he's certainly not the same person. And he won't be the same person to you at any stage because he did that to you.
Do you know what the other thing that's important? just reading this again, right? Because she says here, your parents were there when he and your siblings, they carried me through the dark time of my life. They were there when he wasn't. And now if I took him back, I don't know how I'd look them in the eye. Now, I think what you need to do is, right, you need to pay them the compliment of not making yourself resentful towards them.
Yeah.
Because they can't be the reason you don't get back. Like
No.
if you decide he has changed and if you're madly in love with him and he's madly in love with you and you're getting back together,
it is possible to go back from things
you
like
have
that.
to do that. You can't just say, oh, I couldn't look my parents in the eye. Because like you have to resolve that. But don't just flatly refuse it and not do any work on it.
Yeah, no.
Because of what your parents could potentially say. That's not fair.
Honestly, he's the one coming saying he wants these things, right? Did you want those things before he said that? Honestly, like,
he's
did
got
you?
a neck like a jockey's bollocks.
He does, yeah.
Like the cheek of him.
Yeah,
the
but-
absolute cheek of him.
But in saying that, right, if he has gone, maybe he was going through a thing, maybe he went to therapy, maybe he's doing all that. Where he should be starting is, I want to apologise for that.
Yeah, that's what I didn't
Not
hear.
with, let me get back in there, right?
Yeah.
You know, into that safe little space until it doesn't suit me anymore.
You see, I think if he...
That'll be out the back of your mind all the time, I think. And unless you resolve that as a couple, that's not going to be... And you personally have to resolve that.
And I think if he'd apologised to her in any sort of significant way, she would have said that in the letter. Because I think it would have been a big momentous moment for her.
And I think, you know, you give him credit for, you know, stepping up for the son's life, right? All that time, right? That's wonderful. And then he's supported. But actually, you should not be getting kudos for that. That's the very bare minimum you should be doing for your children.
But also, I smell a rat.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
In the kitchen.
There's something going on.
Right, what's
like
going on?
There's something going on with him. Like he's not...
Yeah, it's probably too expensive to rent.
Yeah, I mean...
Just saying. Look, honestly...
I love the way you, like, in one sentence, you could just take a sledgehammer to something. See, this is why I've always said, Niamh, you're great on a podcast.
Yeah.
Niamh, like, there just can be like a house of cards there. Niamh will be like, I don't need to blow this. I just need a hammer.
No, if I had a hammer. Do you know the thing about this is, Aisling, you are a fantastic person. You have done the work.
Yeah.
You've been in the trenches. Now, it's great that he's showing up for your son, apparently. Let him, and that's wonderful. Do not let this person back in your life unless it's something that you want. Not because he wants it or because you think this magical life is going to exist. Seriously, go and speak to someone yourself first before you go into couples therapy.
What I would do as well to help with this, right, is I would look at him and go, is he back to the person he was? Or is he a better version of that?
Yeah,
because if he's not a better version of what he was, if he's just back to the person he was and you see it's the nostalgia, then it's like, good luck.
Yeah.
Nothing grates on me more than somebody
very
that
hard
just
to go back.
suddenly becomes self-actualized and like, I mean, I was a bad guy back in the day, but you know.
I know, but you know, here's the
guys.
thing. It's very hard to go back, right? Because even in the relationships that you're in, you don't go back. You move forward.
Yeah.
And who you are as a person moves forward. It doesn't mean that you can't. There might be a better time for you to meet. But this is not your time. You have to want it, Aisling, not him. This is not about what he wants. And you talk about what he wants. And all you say is, I'm a bit lonely and, you know, part of me still loves him. What part is that? What part is it? The bit that you kind of think it would be good, you know, to have somebody in your life. It's just a random somebody, then it's not him. It's just the feeling of...
I wonder has she done any sort of dating or anything? Because, I mean, she probably didn't have time because she's a baby.
No, and she was heartbroken. And the chances are she's probably not really thought about going out beyond herself. And that knocks your confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody leaves you for someone else. That's really difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when you're pregnant. My God, you already feel like, I mean, you either feel like a complete goddess at moments or else like this is the worst thing that's happened in my life. Not because you're not delighted about a child, but because you feel big and you feel, or you're not well, or, you know, it's a kind of it's a weird thing because actually it's the most magnificent thing. You just basically created the most beautiful person you'll ever love, which is your child. Right? And the thing is, at the end of the day, you have a great family and that you have so much to give in the world. You should be out there seeing who you are in that space, not going back to somewhere. And if he happens to feature in that in the future, great, but he has to earn it.
Yeah.
And
I know it's been 3 years, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It all feels a bit easy for him. Now, maybe this information she hasn't given us.
Yeah, well.
But I also feel like you've done the hard yards. Do you know what I mean? Like the night feeds are done. You've got.
Do you really want to get back
You've got a cute
into
little toddler now. Like you've done all the hard work, so it's very easy for him to roll back in now. It's become a bit easier. Mm-hmm. I don't like this.
No, I don't like it either. But I don't want to discount him completely because he's probably all right. You know, he's just an idiot, possibly. But nobody does that unless they're in a very bad place. And if he was in a very bad place, then that's fine. But that doesn't give him a Bible to come back into that space.
Also, I do think you need to know what happened with that girl.
Yeah, you do.
Because that's the key. Like, because that, whatever happened with that girl was the starting point
of him
deciding to come back.
Yeah.
So whatever that is, you know, if he broke up with her, maybe he did some work on himself.
Yeah.
If she threw him out, it's like, I'm sorry.
Maybe he's going, I need to live somewhere.
This is the man that's scrambling.
Don't be that person.
No.
My instinct is absolutely accept the apology if he ever actually gives you one. But the reality is just because he wants something should not be your cue to go, let him have it. This is not what the let them situation is about.
Niamh, we've another problem.
Okay, come on then.
Dear Agony Rants.
Okay.
I'm in a bit of a dilemma.
Oh.
And could really use some advice. I'm currently in a loving 3-way relationship with two.
We couldn't have two.
How the hell did we not?
We are back in the room now, girls. Come on. I'm living for this. Come on.
It's amazing that the Aisling didn't think of that when
Come on.
when he left her. We could all just be happy together. Yeah. I am in a loving 3-way relationship with two incredible men. We've been together for over a year now, living together in Toronto.
Hello. Hello, Toronto.
Canadian listener, how did you find us?
Love you.
Our life is full of love, laughter, and yes, a bit of chaos. From trying to schedule a date night that works out for all three of us, to debating whose turn it is to walk the dog or cook dinner. The tricky part? We're planning a trip. The tricky part, we're planning a trip home to Ireland soon, and it is the first time I bring both my partners to meet my family. Here's the catch. My family doesn't know about us.
Sorry.
They live in a small town in the Midlands and are quite religious and traditional. I will stop you there. Do not go any further. Commission the documentary now.
Do not go home
The world
without a cameraman.
needs to see this.
Actually, we want to be there.
Oh, amazing. They're loving people, but this is completely new territory for them and for me.
To be honest, new territory for a lot of people.
Sounds great.
Amazing.
I want to be honest and respectful.
Imagine the hoovering would be done every day for you.
I know.
Yeah. You don't have to do it every third day.
And like the electricity bill would be divided in 3.
I know, so
it's
amazing.
Just perfect. I want to be honest and respectful, but I'm nervous about how to approach it. Should I prepare them in advance with a phone call or message? Or just show up and introduce both partners together?
Oh, Jesus.
Should I introduce them separately to ease them in? I'm also worried about the inevitable awkward questions or maybe some judgment on how to respond without causing hurt or conflict. I love my family and I want to maintain those relationships, but I also want to be true to who I am and the people I love. How do I balance all this? Has anyone out there been through something similar? I'd really appreciate hearing about your experiences, the good, the bad, and the funny. Thanks for providing a space where I can ask without judgment. Brendan.
Not my real name. Brendan, I'm going to say this. I love that you have found this.
I mean...
And there's no judgment here.
You know, from what
the only judgment we have is we're wildly jealous.
It sounds very exciting, Brendan. I mean, it really does.
It's so different.
I think it sounds amazing.
No, part of me is going, really, I haven't broken in one husband. I'm not going to bother Brendan another. But maybe if there's two, we'll cover. I would at least get some of the jobs done.
I think it would be lovely.
Yeah.
I think it would be absolutely lovely. I think it would be division of labour. I think you could just take yourself out of it when you needed to.
Yeah, actually a trio.
Just like, I'm just going to read a book.
Do you ever have like 3 friends, you know, and then if 2 fall out, then usually the other one mediates.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's a kind of, it saves things. I think.
I wonder, like, in a relationship like that, it just must be, I think it must be very nice. It must be like a gang of friends. And I think, but the one thing that
I don't know, no, you don't say the gang in that situation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Okay.
that's their life.
Yeah. But here's the thing, right? You know, this is a difficult question to ask us because we're very liberal and we're very open about how, the community works and how people live, right? So we are.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a mammy of 2 boys, right? Men. And I'm thinking, could you imagine if one of them came home with 2 of their partners? When would that... Any denomination.
I think it'd be great.
I would love it.
I think it would be
Well,
gas.
first of all, I'd be going, thank God you're gay, right? Because I'm hopeful.
Well, I mean,
But
we
no.
need...
But you know what I mean? The thing about that is sometimes the thing that blindsides you is not necessarily the actual event, but having no preparation and meeting it at the airport might be a little bit too much. Do you understand me? Because then you're blindsided yourself. Now, it's not a text message, nor is it really a phone
No.
call. It might be a Zoom,
I'll tell you what I think.
like the Brady Bunch.
I don't think he should break them into it. I think he should show up with the 2 of them. Now, I got to be honest, I'd be booking a hotel.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I
Don't do it in
wouldn't
your
be. I
parents'
wouldn't be
house.
staying in your parents' house. They need
probably
processing
don't-
time.
they probably
away
don't have a
from the
bed big enough.
situation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. They'll be up the walls.
I mean, half of them don't have king beds now. They're just doubles.
yeah, exactly. And they're like mid-sized doubles. They're not even the.
I know.
Yeah, I think because here's the thing, right?
Okay.
The concept is always going to be more difficult to digest than the actual
If they
human
say-
situation.
Yeah, if they say how lovely and happy you are together as a group, that mightn't be a problem. I don't know. You have to come in and go, I'm having sex with these 2 men at the same time. Isn't that okay? That's essentially what you're asking here. What you're asking is, these are my life partners. We choose to be together as a group. Listen, they're already dealing with the fact that you have an alternate life in their heads. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They are, to be honest.
I mean, I don't look, you know this, Brendan.
yeah.
There's no.
I'm kind of in love with Brendan.
It's going to be, yeah, it sounds fab, right? But
Yeah.
you're going to be talked about. There's going to be a bit of gossip.
Oh
There's,
my God.
You can't expect to go back to Midlands, Ireland with your 2 partners. And for it not to be a bit of salacious gossip. You know it yourself.
Yeah,
if
I
one of your
know.
brothers and sisters came home, you'd be like, I am leaning into this now.
Yeah.
I'm moving home. I don't want to miss a second of this because it's going to be gas.
It's going to be gas.
Like,
See,
that's nothing to do with judgment.
No.
That's just about the way families and people work. And yes, they'll be happy that you're happy.
yeah.
But come on, there's going to be a little bit of goss.
And they will want to know, just like we do, how does that work?
Yeah. What if you're the one in the middle and you want a wee?
Yeah. I didn't think of that.
In a big bed.
Now I'm thinking
In
about
a big
it.
bed. You're the one in the middle, you want a wee, you don't want to wake either up.
No.
I think that you
Look,
need to approach this from the human perspective. And I think the human perspective is meeting them if that's what you want.
what do your partners feel? Have you had a conversation with them?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. And have you have you been introduced to either of their families?
Yeah, where are their families from? What situation? I mean, they're already, accepting of the fact that obviously, I'm assuming that they know you're gay, right? Because if they don't, that would be a lot in one go.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
I'm bringing my partners home. Okay. And then, okay. The thing is, they're already dealing with the fact that perhaps you're not in the normal, and I use the word normal very loosely here, in the sense of the way that their relationship is.
Yeah.
So they're already in there, right? So if they're accepting and loving of that, it's just going to be the way it is. You are doing something alternate to most people, right? Or at least most people who admit it.
I mean, come on, give us more information. How did you meet?
You can send us a photo of the 3 of you and we won't send it to anyone, but
Yeah.
I'm desperate to see it.
Just from the shoulders up.
Yeah. I don't mean that kind of photo, right?
I think that your biggest resistance here will be gossip time, right? So I think if you... I'm just thinking about this with my mom, right? My mom is a very anxious Irish mother.
Yeah.
So if she's
What will
presented...
the neighbours think?
If she's presented with a situation...
That's slightly...
She's absolutely fine. She's very more or less unflappable.
Okay.
But if I was to say to her, the idea of her having visitors in 2 days would be stressful enough. But the idea that I'm banging both of them, that would just push her over the edge. I think that, but what you do is if you say I'm coming home, I'm bringing my 2 friends home.
Yeah.
And just let them
meet and get the general
Yeah, let the week
unfold
let the week unfold.
and stay somewhere else.
Stay somewhere else. But like,
Me and my friends.
yeah, just like, I don't think
It's a lot, and it's not anything you can do over text or
No.
phone.
And
This
I
has to be in person. They have to see how happy you are, how good you are as
Yeah.
a group. I mean, meeting anybody's partner, all you want is for them to be happy and loved. You know, at the,
he's well loved. I think that you.
there's no judgment. Honestly, I just think this is a marvelous thing, and I'm so happy that you have found it. I know people do. It's just not. It's not.
Come on, it's a legitimate face of being a slag, but it's
No,
brilliant.
it's amazing. But you know, the funny part about this is, right? You
I
know,
love it.
the fact that this might exist in Midlands, Ireland, is like, yeah. What's the chances?
Listen, if it's going to happen anywhere, it's going to happen in the Midlands.
I know nobody
Come
talks about
on,
it.
come on. Look,
I think it's amazing. And actually, the more heavy you make the thing, as in this is a big thing, then
don't make a big thing of it. Give the whole thing room to breathe.
This is my life.
Tell your parents. You don't have to tell them. You can just let it naturally unfold over the week.
Let's say Ben and Johnny.
Yeah.
Let's call them that.
I think that if you give them too much processing time without the actual
Physicality of it.
the actual situation, you're given time to catastrophize.
Yeah.
And that is the thing that's going to make your parents sweat.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Anything out of the norm. I brought a northern fella down. You know, divorced Protestant, a divorced Protestant. I tell you, there had to be processing time for that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, your man was just like, well, at least it's only one.
God.
I think that you give them a little bit of a glimpse into your life.
Yeah,
you know,
and when they see that you're happy and as a group, it'll just be the way it is. And, you know, I'm sure your dad going down to the pub having a pint with his mates, and they're going to chat about it. Or maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't. Let's not mention the war.
The thing about it is, though, if you see two men together that are in a relationship, it becomes clear that they're in a relationship. It's obviously, they're together. Do you know what I mean? Like, over the week unfolds. So if there's the three of you, it will become... I mean, it will eventually become clear.
It'll be confusing at first.
Yeah, at the start they'll be like, what's going on here? But it will become clear, and what they'll see is how happy you are. And I think that you need to front load your happiness, your comfort, your...
Yeah, don't go in there going, my life is so good!
Joy. You need to front load all of that so that they see how happy you are, because that is the starting point to acceptance of anything.
Now, the only thing I would say to you is, don't act like you're going into Disneyland showing this off, right? In other words, show how you are as real people in the nicest way.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, we're so happy.
Yeah, no, that gets annoying.
Yeah. But listen,
I mean,
we are here for this one.
I cannot wait to find out how this goes.
You better be in touch.
You need to give us a serious follow-up. Also, the one thing I would say, like if I was to give one piece of advice, is
just the one.
Keep this light.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let this descend into a row, right?
No.
Let them think they're going to say this is just a phase. Let them. Just let them say it. It's like that book. I think that's really annoying, that book.
Yeah, it is annoying.
But just let them say it. Let them you can't take offence at this. Your Midlands parents are not going to suddenly get well up on sexual politics.
No.
2 weeks before you arrive home with your two partners. These are your parents. You cannot project all of the stuff you feel that an ideal world would provide you and your partners onto two people that have absolutely no idea what's going on. So just don't do that. They are your parents. They, mark my words, they're going to say not just the wrong thing. They're going to say a wrong thing probably every hour of every day that you're going to go home.
And they'll not want to be saying it, but they will be doing it.
They won't mean to. It's just confusion. Yeah. And it's just learning.
It's not what they're used to, lads.
It's not what they're used to.
It's like changing from, bachelor's beans to Heinz beans. It's like it's difficult.
And they'll say less wrong the next time.
Yeah. And, it's an education process for everybody.
Exactly. So
I just want to say,
need to be good-humoured about
I have a couple of questions on this situation. Number one, right? How long have they been in a throuple? Right?
Yeah, he didn't say that. And that would have been good.
Secondly,
that would have been good.
He has definitely been avoiding addressing this with his parents. So he's just literally going to sail them in there. So you're just going to have to take it on the chin. You haven't prepared them in any way. You haven't prepared. So, you know.
Also,
there's
if
an
it's
element.
in your... I'm curious about why you're doing this. It hasn't been a long time. Because if it hasn't been a long time, I feel like what you might be doing, and I would just watch this, if you're doing this to shock them
That's a different
and to get a bit of
conversation.
attention,
That's a different
and
conversation.
I would just be wary. If you feel that there's any of that in there,
No, I don't get that vibe from
I
this.
would just be a little bit careful.
I'm not getting that vibe off this
Because
email.
it's not
Nobody
just,
talks about walking the dog.
It's not just about acceptance. It's about people just going, oh, here's Brandon with yet another drama. Like, and that gets wearing, right? But I would just go into this with a very open sense of humour because this is new.
Okay. But we definitely want updates.
And it's very exciting.
Yeah, we're loving
very
it.
excited.
We're loving
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Two very different problems today.
Yes. Very different problems.
But evoking similar strong reactions.
Yeah, a third person. One was wanted, one isn't. I don't mean the baby. I mean the...
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
I mean the slag.
We knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, what a day. I feel like energized by those
I
problems.
do, yeah. That was very exciting.
Okay.
And also, I didn't mean to say slag. I'm well aware he was the problem. It's been wonderful to chat to you, Niamh.
This has been a day.
agonyrants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We would love your comments, your problems, your alternate advice.
Mm-hmm. Because I know you have opinions.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If you don't have opinions on those two problems,
People are stopping me
there's
everywhere.
no
talking
need
about
to
the
keep your mouth
opinions.
shut. Also, come on, Brendan. We want more information. Where are
Yeah.
you going?
Well, before we do anything, we have a couple of shout outs to do.
Oh, we have a couple of shout outs to do.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Because
we have shout outs because
I got a message recently.
Go on.
And the message is important because on my Instagram, and you know how prevalent I am on my Instagram.
Oh, listen, yeah, you're the social media queen.
Okay, Tina contacted me directly. I had to accept it. It says, hi, Niamh. I'm just after leaning Gearoid's show in Dublin. She meant
Leaving
leaving
yes.
in Dundrum. What an absolute legend he is.
Aw.
We just met him in the bar and he promised he would give us a shout out on the pod if he can.
And I did by the skin of my teeth.
Only because...
I totally forgot.
Only because I got the message. I told him I'd let him know because I know he doesn't read his messages.
I know, yeah. That's true.
All the love to both of you, superstars. I absolutely adore your pod and I look forward to every Monday to listen to you both. All the love, Tina, Leanne and Jess. Thank you for getting in touch. And that is a good alternative, to be fair.
And Tina, Leanne and Jess were absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
They were absolutely lovely. I chatted to them for a few minutes in the bar in Dundrum, the Mill. They were just really nice. You know, when I love it when you like meet people. They were like, oh yeah, I would sit here now and have a drink with these.
Yeah. I know. I was singing with a big band recently. Did I tell you? And the thing is, they came up to me to have a conversation, right? And I was expecting them to talk about the music that we were doing, but it turns out agony rants. I need more problems. And I love her. And I said to her, have you ever thought of writing in? She says, well, I do, but I don't know if I have a problem. I said, everybody has problems.
Everybody has a problem. Yeah, they were lovely. And also Karen in Glasgow. I don't know if I've said a shout out to her before. I met her at the Glasgow Comedy Festival. She was lovely. Yeah, big fan of agony rants. So yeah, always come up and say hello.
Yeah, we love it.
We love the compliments. We will be back next week with
will.
yet another stunning episode. I'm dying to find out how this goes.
Oh my God. I'd be devastated if we don't find out.
If there are 3 suspicious men
Do not ghost us.
wandering in any Midlands town, we want to know. We want to like tell us, give us updates.
We'd have
Updates
sightings.
from the agony rants community.
Sightings. It's like when you put a bolo out.
There were 3 men.
And those
There
Americans.
were 3 men standing suspiciously close together. Suspiciously close.
They might have been just having a pint, to be fair. Just be careful. And there's a lot of Pride months going on.
Yeah, true. Fair. We'll be back next week with another episode, and there will be a vintage rants.
Yes, there will be.
Either last week or next week, and we will chat to you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.